morning, everyone. Here we are again. Another day, another food. Today's delicious dish is called Kadayef. You can find it anywhere in the Middle East, Turkey, most probably Greece as well. Any Middle Eastern delis you can buy them from. I just checked, you can buy them from Amazon as well. What it is, this is what it is, and it is called angel hair. So what we're going to do, we're going to shred this, and it's like baklava, except for using filo dough, you're going to use kadayef. So here we go for the closer look. We will start by heating and preparing a few things. We will start with butter, 125 grams, and it needs to melt. And then it needs to be put in the shredded kadayef. I'm starting it early enough because by the time I shred it, it needs to be melted and cooled because you don't want to burn your finger. The other thing is to use, for the syrup, I will use half a cup of water and 1 cup of sugar. A lot of people use a lot more because they have more of a sweet tooth, but I try not to overwhelm the tastes. So you can do more if you like, but maybe you can do 2 sugars and 1 cup of water. You can see a lot of recipes, but mine is 1 cup sugar and half cup water. And it has to boil and reduce to a syrupy consistency. And then once this is done, we're going to add some rose water to it, but at the end. So meanwhile, let's have this done. So now, let's push this away a little bit, so it will do its job. And then we're going to shred the kadayef. It has to be shredded. And this manner, you can do it in any way. The easier way that I do, because I'm lazy, is put it in a pan and bake it like that. So this is what it looks like. And then you start opening it up. That's why it's called angel hair, because it is really, so you kind of open it up a little bit, and then you have to shred it. I'm going to shred it like this, like pieces like that. And then we're going to put butter in it. So don't want to bore you with how long it takes the shredding. I will let you know. Right, this baby is shredded. And it took me less than 5 minutes. And the butter has melted, and I think it is cool enough that I can pour it on top. As I said, you can use more butter if you like, but you know, I don't like things overdone. If you love butter, please feel free to do more. So now we're going to mix it, all this, so the butter is evenly distributed. Make this into rolls as well, like that. And then the filling can be walnuts, which I'm going to use now, or pistachio. One of the tricks of this is that this is going to be hot coming out of the oven, and the syrup has to be cold. You can't have both cold or both hot. If you want the measurements, please click on view more, and then the size of the pan, the degree of the oven, everything will be over there. So I've already preheated the oven. Left a little bit of butter in here. So we're going to cover the pan with this little butter, not too much. And then we're going to put half of the kadayef in the pan and make sure that it's evenly distributed. Okay, so half of it is here. And now what we're going to do, I ground the walnuts, and this is what, not too big and not too powdery. There we are, because sometimes it's too powdery and it's not good. So this is 3 cups of ground walnuts, and then we're going to put cinnamon and sugar. 2 spoonfuls of sugar to 1 spoon of cinnamon. So we're going to mix it really well. That's going to pour this. There we have it. So let's spread it evenly. And then we're going to add the rest. And we'll make sure that it's covered evenly. Okay. All done. See how easy it is? I'm checking. It took about 5 minutes, this process. But of course, previously you have to grind the walnuts. Okay, it's going to go into 200-degree centigrade oven, which is 400-degree Fahrenheit, for 20 to 25 minutes, and then we will be back. Look at this dish. Who would not like to have a taste of it? So it just come out of the oven. It took a little less than 20 minutes, but I guess it depends on the oven at 200 degrees. So here's the syrup that has been reduced, and I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of rose water. I don't add the water. Some people add the water while it is boiling, but I feel that if it's boiling and that boils with it, it will lose its essence. Okay, so let's try this. Okay, we're going to pour now on top. Make sure that all the parts get covered with this. Next step is to cut it. I'm not going to make it 4 lines here. First we'll cut the half. This is all cut into different pieces. Okay, after all this, of course, we have to taste it. And I made myself a cup of Arabic, Armenian coffee, whatever you call it. And I'm going to top the Kadayef with a tiny little bit of the most amazing rose petal jam or preserves I've ever had. And this is from Plovdiv in Bulgaria. And they're famous for their roses and all the products for roses. I'd like to invite you to join me. I devote this to Joe, my dear friend, who's having knee surgery next week. So Joe, this is for you. And I hope you were close by and I can give you a bite. Let's see what it tastes like. Doesn't need more butter. Definitely not. And the taste is maybe a bit more syrup. To your health and well-being and happiness, my dear friends and family. Until next time.